So today we're going to talk about coffee. So there's a lot of good benefits out there for drinking a cup of coffee. And, coffee is very trendy. My goodness, there's coffee shops everywhere. It's very glitchy to drink coffee. And I think that's beautiful. I've always been a big coffee drinker, but, it's got its good things and its bad things. So we're going to go through those today so that when you choose to drink coffee, you're getting the best that it can offer you and eliminating some of the risks of things that it can trigger. So number one, coffee is a great stimulant for going poop every day. And that's super, super important, right? It actually stimulates the hormone that helps make that happen. And again, it's super important to do every day. It is something that, coffee is really good at helping create. Now, it's not so much that coffee is the answer to that because when I work with clients who struggle doing that every day, it happens when we've got some other digestive issues going on. But coffee can be a stimulant to help make that happen, and it's a good thing. Now, the other thing is around coffee is that it can be supportive of our body. There's a lot of good nutrients in a good coffee bean. Where we trip up is with some of the decaf. The process to use to make a decaf bean introduces a lot of chemicals to the mix. So I always advise my clients, if you prefer decaf, to make sure I'd rather you drink something else. Okay, just skip the whole decaf anything. Um, because again, they use a lot of chemicals to make something decaf. But if you're going to use a decaf, number one, try to avoid it. Number two, if you're going to do it, make sure it's a highly organic, least processed bean you can get your hands on. And that's just a good rule of thumb with anything. Next is, when we start to feel like we can't go without coffee, this is actually a good sign. When you feel like you can't get up in the morning and function without a cup of coffee or five, then that means we're starting to develop the addictive behavior that tends to make coffee a bad thing in our life. Coffee is a dehydrator. And so for every cup of coffee you drink, you need to drink that much more in water per day. And I tell my clients to please drink 50% of ounces of your body weight in water every day. That ensures proper hydration. Then for every soda, coffee, anything else you drink another 8 ounces of water to make up for that. So it's not that, unfortunately, coffee's become this so cool that we're not drinking anything else, right? So it dehydrates us. It puts a strain on the kidneys and further inhibits the body from using hydration the way it needs to in order to function. So that's where, we can start to realize some of the negatives that come with coffee. The other thing is it can help us improve brain fog. A lot of us struggle with brain fog, but what that also indicates, though, is that there could be something underlying going on that is causing the brain fog in the first place. And I promise you, it's not age. That's a huge misnomer, and it's something that people struggle with all the time, and they don't have to. So I do think there's good to drinking coffee. I encourage clients, if you enjoy it, have a cup. But just it's when it starts being something you can't live without, when you have coffee all day long and no water, we've got to kind of call that back in and bring back into balance. But it is very balancing and very soothing to have coffee in the morning. And I wish you a very happy cup of coffee today.